How many people are in the title race? How many teams are in the title race?
4.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're seeing a genuine race. Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea,
Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, City at the moment, yeah. Well, that's going to be it. City, Arsenal, Chelsea.
Listen, I've nailed my colours to the mast, mate. I've told you who I think's going to win it.
Yeah.
Are you leaning towards Liverpool or are you leaning elsewhere?
I ain't leaning towards nowhere, mate. I'm just seeing how it goes. Just seeing how it goes. Listen.
Too early.
Man City, they're Man City, aren't they? And I've seen them, they can just turn it on and then 3 bad games. That's what I said. Let's get past this January part.
Mm-hmm.
December, January, that's where we're going to see the real minerals.
Start navigating some Champions League.
That's where we're going to see the real minerals, and we start navigating the Champions League. It just depends who injuries as well might cost certain teams. So I think it's a little bit early that you're going this early.
No, from what I've seen so far, if Virgil van Dijk stays fit, Liverpool will win the league. That's my take. That's my take on it right now.
Yeah, they just have to maintain now, didn't they? So it's up to them. Hopefully they can.
One thing that is good though is that it's miles more interesting this year.
Yeah.
And listen, other seasons have been good, like when Liverpool and City went toe-to-toe and they weren't dropping points and it was you, me, all the way through.
Yeah, it's not like that this season, no.
No, it is.
It might be like that for second place, though.
But what I'm saying is, these games now between all of those sides, so when Liverpool do play an Arsenal and Arsenal play Chelsea and Chelsea play Manchester City, when they're all playing each other, there's so much more, it feels like, on those games. Like last weekend when Liverpool and Manchester City played each other.
Yeah.
It felt during the game that do you know, like when they talk about relegation 6-pointers? It felt like a title chase 6-pointer. And it was.
Yeah, it was.
Liverpool put it on them for a good 20-25 minutes. City came good in the second half and managed to sort themselves out, but the game had gone by then. It should have been 4 or 5 by then. Let's be dead straight about it. Big wins against your rivals are going to be absolutely key going into the title race.
They will be, definitely. And the mid-table teams, by the way, because the mid-table teams, they're not half bad. Look at Bournemouth. Bournemouth I think they can beat most teams on their day. Villa, they might get a look in. You know, these are no mugs. And I get like the Nottingham Forests and the Brightons, they can cause damage as well, you know, Fulham as well. So it's going to be an interesting season. You got Newcastle and Manchester United as well, just lingering down there, but they can upset the top 4 with results. So it's going to be a difficult period for some of the top teams that are looking to get into the Champions League spots, because they need to win those type of games. What did
you make of Manchester United's performance against Arsenal?
I didn't think they were that bad, to be honest. I didn't think they were that bad. I thought they could have got more out of the game, but I just don't think. I think Arsenal really they got them at the right times, and it was 2 set pieces that undone them in the end. You know,
I don't know about you. What are we, 2? Is it 3 games in now to Amorim? That's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
And I don't mean this to be disrespectful to the previous manager. They got beat last week. They got beat by a better side, all right? Who have better players.
At the moment.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen so far from Manchester United, there does feel, even though maybe the players aren't in position, it does feel like there's a plan there.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to do something and working towards something.
Yeah, definitely.
They might not have the staff right now to be able to implement what he wants to do.
They don't.
But it looks like this is what we're doing and this is how we're going forward.
What I see as well, like even after the game, like they lost 2-0, and Amorim's got them over in the corner flag where their fans are, clapping their fans for at least 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it seemed like an eternity they was over in that corner clapping the fans. So it just shows you what he wants. He wants them unified. Everybody to say, do you know what, we're going to have a go here. So I might not have the players I want right now, but he's showing the fans that he's got a unity and he's got the boys together and they're respecting you, which probably wasn't a thing last season or at the beginning of the season, because everyone just seemed a little bit upset. There was a lot of egos flying around. You couldn't see that. But now I think you're going to see a bit of unity with that Manchester United team, because that's what he looks like he wants to impose on that team. I would like to see that play out, because that's where you start. You got to have those boys running for you, and they got to be running for you and respecting the fans as well, and making sure that they leave everything out on that pitch, even if it doesn't go well. the unity has to be there, the bond has to be there, and I think that's what Amorim's working on for this remainder of the season. Then I think he brings in his own. I'm not sure what if he's going to get the money to do what he needs to do this January window. He might do, but I think what he will bring
summer's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, so summer's going to be very interesting and see who comes and goes. And I think all them boys know if they want to be a part of a big thing, you better get your finger out because he's going to get rid of you and he doesn't care. You know, so hopefully this is the turning point for Manchester United. And I saw some good signs against Arsenal. I thought it was unlucky.
03717 223344. Now, I think Jack's banned our next guest from the quiz, so we're going to allow him to come on to talk about his football team. Yusuf, how are you, mate? You good?
I'm good. How are you, lads?
Very well indeed, my man. You want to talk about you here to talk about Salah? Is that what you want to talk about?
Yeah, Salah and the game of the weekend, whatever. Yeah, Liverpool.
Okay. Yeah. Now, you've heard me basically say for 50-odd million quid, you're not going to be able to replace Mo Salah. So, in my opinion, give him the dough. Where are you at?
Well, I'm not sure he's asking for that kind of money. I mean, we don't know. We're speculating that he wants more money. He just wants maybe more years. It could be. Like he just wants maybe 2 or 3 years rather than the one maybe they're offering him. So, but even if it was around 400,000, I mean, he is worth it. I mean, where are we going to get a 20-plus striker for that kind of money? I mean, I know you can go and get a young lad, 20-year-old, who's going to give you 10 years, but you're not going to get a young lad who's banging in 20 goals a season.
And the assists. I mean, he makes the same again, doesn't he?
Yeah, not just that. Every season, 7 years on the trot, and he's not missed a beat. And he looks fit as a fiddle. I mean...
Who have you got in that squad right now to replace him? Like, that can do a job that he does? Who have you got that...
There's nobody that can do it.
No, you get me wrong. That can potentially go on as a young player to get to that level.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Nunes, potentially. Nunes, if
do you think?
Somebody can sort him out and calm him down.
He's not going to do Salah numbers, though, is he? He's not going to do Salah numbers.
I'm not just talking about that.
I mean, last season he got 14, so he can bang him in. It's just he's still young. I mean, how old is he? 24, 25?
I'm talking
24?
about a player that plays off the right, like Salah.
We haven't got one at the moment. That's the problem.
Can Harvey Elliott do there if he comes back? Can Harvey Elliott
play? He's not going to get those numbers. I think Harvey Elliott's good. I think Harvey Elliott's a good player, but I just don't think he's a goal scorer.
Good, but I don't think he'll get the goals.
No.
He'll get the assists.
Yeah.
But he'll not get the goals.
So you need...
I mean, we've got Jota, well, he's just like rice paper. He just injured all the time.
Yeah, but he's off the left.
He can get the goals.
He's off the left, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm talking about off the right.
Diaz is off the left. Nunes off the left.
And there's no one off the
They're
right.
all off the left, really.
Yeah, there's no one off the right that I'm thinking. And I think that's where you need... If you are going to... put it this way. If you are going to retain Salah, and you give him that money, your scouting network has to be go and get someone that can replace him because his legs are going to be going in about a year or two. Do you know what I mean? Or 2 or 3 years. You're not going to be able to deliver those sort of numbers. You got to say that. You might do it because he might be a phenomenon, but you got to go and get someone that can deliver those type of numbers in 2 or 3 years' time if you are going to retain him. So you're going to have to get someone that can deputy him and just see how he works, and then it's a smooth transition. That's the way I look at it anyway.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.